Naga Students Federation held a strong protest in Kohima against the candidature of non-indigenous candidate claiming a Nagaland state quota seat for NEET 2025. Guwahati High Court Kohima bench struck down parts of Nagaland's 2021 notification on Central Pool MBBS seat selection for 2025-26, calling it arbitrary and discriminatory. Railway Protection Force rescued a minor boy from platform number 1 of Dimapur railway station on Monday. Kohima Open Tournament 2025 powered by Pico Paddle concluded on August 16 and 17 at Akim Arena, Kohima, with 25 teams competing in men's and mixed doubles. Northeast Zone Cultural Center Dimapur held a tribute event titled Shraddhanjali to honor the late governor of Nagaland, Sri La Ganesan. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Primetime. This is Shanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. The Naga Students Federation held a strong protest in Kohima against the candidature of Vatsala Panghal, a non-indigenous candidate claiming a Nagaland state quota seat for NEET 2025. NSF President condemned the move as an attempted usurpation of seat meant for indigenous Nagas and criticized the recent court stay on the issue. He warned the Federation would take further action if the seat is allotted to her, emphasizing the quota is constitutionally reserved for indigenous students. The protest highlighted NSF firm stance to protect indigenous rights and prevent dilution of the quota system. We have a report on this to reporter Moatanjin. Let's have a look.
Thank you so much for having me. Today, Naga Student Federations, we have come out to the street. We have marched to technical education for these strong objections on the candidature of Ms. Vatsala Panghal, who have scored in NET 2025, who have scored 455. We are very discouraged to see non-locals, to see someone trying to snatch away our seat that is allocated to our Nagaland state inhabitants. It's our land, it's our right, and it's our future. And I also want to convey this message to the rest of our Nagas community that our future cannot be decided by the outsider. And I also call upon all the section of the society to come forward and fight with the Naga Student Federations. We are not against any individual, but these 42 seats have been allotted to Nagaland state inhabited itself. So it's very sad to see one of the colonel army officers who have been fighting for her daughter, where I don't know where she has pursued her study. So I feel that they are not ST or indigenous of Naga inhabited area. And I also want to convey that an outsider, one man cannot judge the future of our Nagas community for our younger generation. And at the same time, I also want to convey that 1-2 person cannot take this forward and support and fight for the right of our students community. And federations today, we are also so grateful to our students, to our medicals, to our ANSU College for coming up forwards in solidarity with the Naga Student Federations and all my units that on 3rd September we will have another hearing, and Naga Student Federation will never allow that individual to come and collect his nominee to the department, and I also appeal the state government to be appealed.
A financial and digital literacy camp was held on August 19 at Vishwama Village, Kohima, organized by SBI Kohima with support from NABARD Financial Inclusion Fund. The camp focused on banking basics and social security schemes like PMSBY, PMJJBY, APY, and PMJDY. SDO Vineko Tetso chaired the event, emphasizing financial literacy's importance in rural areas. SBI's Anthony K. Nguri and LBO Kohima's Tamsu Meron explained banking procedures and government scheme. Officials from SLBC and RBI also attended, and local residents actively participated, seeking clarity on banking and insurance services. MLA and Chairman of the Committee on Government Assurance P. Lagon has scheduled an introductory meeting for the adoption of the Internal Working Rules 2025. The meeting will include departmental representatives from the Public Health, Engineering, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Geology and Mining Department. It is set for August 28 at 11 a.m. in the C Junction Committee Room. Therefore, all committee members are requested to attend. The Nagaland government has constituted a commission to review the state reservation policy in government jobs. Chief Secretary Senti Younger Imchen announced on Monday. To ensure inclusive representation, the government invited ENPO, CNTC and TUN to nominate qualified individuals from their communities. However, the Corp raised objection to civil society organization members. The government clarified that nominees did not be office credible individuals from the communities, urging corporation officials to raise the importance of voices in shaping the policy review. Nagaland Chief Minister Nefirio has announced the creation of a drug control administration under the State Health Department to regulate the sale and distribution of medicines, medical device and cosmetic. The body will oversee licensing, inspection and ensure the quality and safety of pharmaceutical products in the state. The move is part of effort to strengthen public health safeguards. Rio encouraged citizens to learn about the initiative under the Know Your Government campaign. The Northeast Zone Cultural Center Dimapur held a tribute event titled Shraddhanjali on August 18 to honor the late Governor of Nagaland, La Ganesan. The program included cultural performances and flower tributes celebrating his contribution to the state and cultural development. As part of a summer internship program, students conducted an audio archival projects in the village of Ongma, Bangmetong, Kensa and Longsa. They interviewed 12 elderly residents aged over 80, with the oldest being 109, recording their stories to preserve cultural memories. The project captured insight into the traditional practices, customs and social life, contributing to the preservation of indigenous knowledge with giving in turn practical experience in heritage documentation. K. Tokuga Shikalo, advisor and chairperson of the Committee on Urban Local Bodies and Nagaland Village Council, has announced the postponement of the committee meeting initially set for August 19. The meeting will now take place on August 21 at 11 a.m. in the C Junction Committee Room at the Assembly Secretariat in Kohima. All committee members have been requested to attend the scheduled meeting. The Railway Protection Force rescued a minor boy from platform number 1 of Dimapur railway station on Monday. The child was safely handed over to Child and Dimapur for further care and protection, according to an RPF officials. The RPF has urged the public to report any unattended or vulnerable children found at railway station to help ensure their safety and well-being. The Guwahati High Court Kohima bench struck down parts of Nagaland's 2021 notification on Central Pool MBBS seat selection for 2025-26, calling it arbitrary and discriminatory. The court ordered the state to include the petitioner, a ward of central government employee, in the merit list and allot her a seat by August 16. The petitioner was excluded due to state rules requiring local schooling and 3 years parental posting, which violate central guidelines. The Naga Students Federation objects to her state quota candidates, insisting it's reserved for indigenous Naga, and urge disqualification of ineligible candidates. The Zhelengrong Youth Organization Nagaland and Zhelengrong Students Union Nagaland have declared an indefinite ban on parent districts starting August 19. The protest follows 5 months of alleged government inaction over the suspected rape and murder of a woman whose body was found near Pimla village on April 7, 2025. Exemptions include medical services, paramilitary forces, fire and emergency services, educational institutions, and specific district administration vehicles. The ban will halt government office and vehicular movement, including along NH 129A. The organizations urged a peaceful compliance, stating that the ban will continue until justice is served.
First place there. On behalf of this Zhelengrong community and the organizers of this Zhelengrong Youth Organization Nagaland, Zhelengrong Students Union Nagaland, and Zhelengrong Mipui Organization Nagaland, Amikan laga Kiman, Amikan laga Naga brothers, Amikan laga Naga community han. Amikan logo da aigine aji takan laga support. Amikan ide takan laga physical presence. Amikan ke punchai dia karne. Amikan logo da presence puri na tha karne. First place the ami tahan ke things janai dia se. Aji organizers can will be publics will be Amar Naga Manu community, Amar Naga community bra amikan ke support nai ko do aman iman Aji laga dintak bi aman jablan na paribo. Will be because of their support. Aji amikan aji tak bi pungsibla pari ase koina ami first place te janai dia ase. Aji amikan ite agitation. The 19th of August amikan aji the second phase of agitation to aji pra man suru kurubla ase. To 7 of April the bra amikan laga koini late ke sulung ne laga man justice to mangi ase. Will be the government of the day. Indian government, the present government, seems to be one of the weakest government ever we have experienced. Kina mane ami khan laga India government brado women khan laga women empowerment laga ki ulai ase. Will be aji ami question kurubile mun thaka do. Where is the safety of our Naga women? Ami khan laga, Amma khan, Ami khan laga, Boini khan, Ajita khan laga, Nijor laga jaga, Nijor laga kitchen debi ta safe na hoido. Sam hoise kole to Barbie olable boy lagi ase. Ekla hoise kole to market bi jable boy lagi ase. Itu khan to downfall to ki ase kole to the government of the day fails to protect our women. Itu karne Aji amikan mota khan, the citizens of Nagaland, the publics of Nagas, amikan aji khara kura laga do. Amen tolerate aro tu guribla na paribo. Amikan laga boini khan, amikan laga ama khan bi, tai khan bi independent life thakibla lage. Itu karne the state government aji state government failures wa karne it compels us to go for second phase of agitation. Our first phase of agitation to be para tak to government laga government ki koya se karan ami ke ki advice dia se amang government laga odai kotha to huni kine amen guri na ami ahya se oile bi enough is enough No, we are not going to backtrack. What decision we have taken, among it to march forward Kuribo Koine, Ami Idia. Taking the opportunity of this media platform, Ami Aji, into public domain, Ami declare Kurase. And this second phase of agitation is not going to be a 1 or 2 days. It is indefinite until or unless the state government, the law enforcing agencies, the concerned department, into justice. Amihan laga kali ekta point demand ase. The only demand is forensic report. Itu laga amihan demand ase. Aji amihan ide first place there. On behalf of this Zilong community.
We will now take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back with the news. The All Ministers Hill Council has once again urged residents to remove water pipelines, both government and private, laid across drain and culverts within the colony. Despite repeated notice, many pipes, including alkaline lines, continue to obstruct water flow, causing road damage, water stagnation, landslide, and health hazard. The council also directed residents to fix leaking overhanging pipes that drip into roads. This appeal for immediate compliance in the interest of public safety and warn of necessary action against violators. As part of the ongoing NSF Martyrs Trophy Tour, the Zhelengrong Students Union Nagaland completed its leg in Parent District and officially handed over the trophy to the Dimapur Naga Students Union. The symbolic handover marks the continuation of the trophy's journey across Nagaland, honoring the sacrifice of students, leaders, and fostering unity among Naga youth. The NSU will now carry the trophy forward to the next district. The Kohima Open Tournament 2025, powered by Pico Paddle, concluded on August 16 and 17 at Akim Arena, Kohima, with 25 teams competing in men's and mixed double. Vilasir Kate and Vikozole Kate won the men's double finale by 15-12 and 15-6, marking Vilasir's second title. In mixed double, Imtinok Pongner and Ieni Yantan made a strong comeback to win 4-15, 15-2 and 15-2. Prize money included 25,000 for men's double winner and 15,000 for mixed double champions, plus a special bonus announced by Abu Mehta. The event showcased Nagaland's growing pickle ball enthusiasm, with the next tournament planned for September in Dimapur. Prize money includes 25,000. In Satara district, Maharashtra, a drunk auto rickshaw driver dragged Constable Bhagyashree Jadhav for nearly 200 meters on Tuesday. Jadhav had arrived at Molacha Oda after reports of the driver colliding with several vehicles. When she tried to arrest him, he pushed her down and attempted to flee. However, her raincoat got caught on the auto, dragging her along the road. The driver was arrested and the injured constable was hospitalized for treatment. The death toll from the August 14 cloudburst in Chisoti village, Kashbar district, has climbed to 64 after the recovery of another body on Tuesday. Rescue team, now in their 6th day of operation, continues to search the vast impact zone using earth movers, sniper dog and controller blasts to clear debris. The flash flood devastated a Langar site for the Michel Mata Yatra, destroyed homes, temples and a bridge, and left 9 people still missing. A total of 167 people have been rescued so far. The Army, SDRF, NDRF and other agencies remain deployed with connectivity partially restored by Army engineers.
तो अभी मलबा उठाया जा रहा है। एनडीआरएफ, एसडीआरएफ, उसके अलावा मॉनिटरिंग वाले, सीआईएसएफ वाले, आर्मी वाले तमाम मिलके रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन जो है वो कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं और अभी मलबा उठाया जा रहा है। एक्सपेक्टेड है कुछ और भी रिकवरी हो सकती है।
सर, ये रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन फुल स्विंग में कंटिन्यू है। हालांकि नीचे नाले में भी बॉडी मिली थी, उस वजह से अब वहाँ भी कुछ लोग सर्च कर रहे हैं कि कहीं के और पॉसिबिलिटीज़ तो नहीं है जो लोग वाश में हो गए होंगे। इधर भी रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन जो है एनडीआरएफ और उनके साथ अदर टीम्स जो हैं लगी हुई हैं, फुल स्विंग में काम कर रही हैं। हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे कि जो भी कोई इस हादसे का शिकार हुआ है कम से कम उसका पार्थिव शरीर मिले। एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की पूरी कोशिश रहेगी ये ऑपरेशन वर्दी डिप कम की सदारत में चला है और ये आगे भी जब तक आखिरी बॉडी नहीं मिल जाती तब तक कंटिन्यू रहे। ये टफ लोकेशन है, ऐसी जगह में वेदर को लेके, टेरेन को लेके चैलेंजेस तो रहते हैं, बट ओवर टीम्स जो हैं वो दे आर टेक्निकली वेल।
After years of appeal, a village in Uttarakhand's Pithoragarh district has officially changed its name from Kunigao to Devigram, bringing relief and pride to its residents. The renaming was driven by Union Minister Ajay Tamta, who confirmed that the process took nearly a year and involved 6 ministers. Locals had long objected to the negative connotations of the name, arguing it unfairly stigmatized their community. Pithoragarh's Kunigao renamed Devigram under public demand. The Indian Meteorological Department has issued a red alert for Mumbai and surrounding areas following extremely heavy rainfall on Monday, with similar conditions forecasted for Tuesday. Authorities shut down schools and colleges as heavy waterlogging disrupted daily life and vehicular movement. The IMD attributed the intense rainfall to a depression over the Bay of Bengal, causing widespread shower across Maharashtra. Fishermen have been advised to avoid venturing into deep sea for the next 5 days. The alert is expected to be downgraded for Tuesday afternoon as rainfall subsides.
अभी हम लोग जो मुंबई में बारिश देख रहे हैं इसका कारण है बंगाल के उपसागर में जो कम दबाव का क्षेत्र है वो थोड़ा और स्ट्रांग हो गया, डिप्रेशन की तरफ जा रहा है और उसका मोमेंट वेस्टर्ली रहेगा। इससे चलते एक साइक्लोनिक सर्कुलेशन भी तैयार हो गया है जो पूरे महाराष्ट्र रीजन को अफेक्ट करेगा। उसके साथ साथ एक ईस्ट वेस्ट शेयर जोन जो बंगाल के उपसागर से लेकर अरेबियन सी तक बना हुआ है और इसका पूरा जो कंबाइंड इफेक्ट है पूरे कोंकण रीजन में हम लोग देख सकते हैं। जब भी ऐसा कम दबाव का क्षेत्र होता है, समुद्री जो हवाएं होती हैं वो बहुत स्ट्रांग हो जाती है और सी भी रफ हो जाता है। उनके लिए फिशरमैन वार्निंग भी इश्यू कर दिया गया है अगले 5 दिनों के लिए। तो फिशरमैन एडवाइजरी के अनुसार उन्होंने
India Post has unveiled Advanced Postal Technology, a rupees 5,800 crore initiative under IT 2.0 program to digitize and modernize postal and logistic services nationwide. Launched by Union Minister Jyotri Aditya Scindia, APT aims to boost efficiency, reduce costs through automation and support e-commerce. Developed entirely in India, the mobile-ready platform aligns with the Digital India and Make in India vision. The move follows India Post's annual business meet in 2025, where a 20 to 30% growth target was set for the upcoming fiscal years. China has agreed to relax export restrictions on fertilizers, rare earth minerals and tunnel boring machines following talks between Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar in New Delhi. The move could significantly impact India's tech and infrastructure sectors as rare earths are essential for environment, drones and battery systems. Jaishankar urged a constructive reset in ties trend since the 2020 Galwan clashes. The India bloc has nominated former Supreme Court Judge Justice B. Sudarsha Reddy for the September 9 vice presidential election, where he will face NDA nominee C.P. Radhakrishnan. Despite the NDA's majority, the opposition is ensuring a contest with Reddy's candidature, bringing a judicial face into the political arena. India's Manu Baker clinched bronze in the women's 10-meter air pistol event in the Asia Shooting Championship on Tuesday, scoring 219.7 in the final. China's Quinke Mao won gold with 243.2, while Korea's Jin Young took silver with 241.6. Baker had earlier qualified third with a score of 583. In the team event, Baker, Saruchi Singh and Palak secured another bronze with a combined score of 1,730. India's position on Taiwan remains unchanged, government sources clarified on Tuesday, emphasizing ongoing economic, technology and cultural ties. The statement followed Chinese media report claiming S. Jaishankar reaffirming support for the One China policy during talks with Chinese FM Wang Yi, a claim not confirmed by Indian officials. Sources noted that Jaishankar made no specific remark on Taiwan and reiterated India's continued engagement through unofficial channels like the India-Taipei Association. Union Minister Jitendra Singh said India's first moon landing by 2040 will mark the arrival of Viksit Bharat ahead of the 2047 target. He praised astronaut Subhanshu Shukla's ISS mission but condemned opposition protests during the Lok Sabha discussion. Singh highlighted India's growing space economy and upcoming missions. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh also criticized the opposition's conduct, calling for unity in space issue.
आपको बार-बार संसदीय मंत्री जी की ओर से अपील की गई, स्पीकर अध्यक्ष जी की ओर से अपील की गई, लेकिन ये अजीब मंजर है अध्यक्ष जी, आप धरती से भी नाराज हैं, आप आकाश से भी नाराज हैं और आज आप अंतरिक्ष से भी नाराज दिखते हैं। और एक चिकित्सक होने के नाते, मेडिकल डॉक्टर होने के नाते मैं ये मनस्थिति समझ सकता हूं अध्यक्ष जी। ये नाराजगी उस समय वाक़या होती है जब आदमी हताश होकर जाता है, जब आदमी निराशा से बेहाल हो जाता है, तो वो दर हकीकत नाराजगी किसी और से नहीं होती, नाराजगी अपने आप से होती है। आज जो विपक्ष जिस तरह का प्रदर्शन कर रहा है, ये उनकी अपने प्रति नाराजगी का इजहार है, क्योंकि वो हर अपने मंसूबे में विफल हैं, उनकी कोई बात नहीं बन पा रही। फिर भी मैं अपनी बात रखने से पहले, ताकि कहीं ये संदेश ना जाए कि हमारी ओर से पर्याप्त प्रयास ना हो, पूरी विनम्रता से सर झुका करके ये अपील करूंगा सदन के तमाम साथियों से, विपक्ष वालों से भी, कि यदि आपको सरकार का या देश का लिहाज नहीं तो कम से कम इन अंतरिक्ष की उपलब्धियां प्राप्त करने वाले विशेषज्ञों के लिए आप इस चर्चा में भाग लें, वापस आएं। कि जो प्रयोग, जैसा मैंने कहा, सुभांशु ने किए हैं, वो प्रयोग तो एक भारतीय कर रहा है, उनकी किट्स भी भारत में विकसित की गई, लेकिन उनका लाभ सारी मानव जाति को होने वाला है। अर्थात विश्व बंधु भारत का सबसे प्रमुख, सबसे नुमाया मिसाल सुभांशु के इस यात्रा के द्वारा दुनिया के आगे रखी गई है। सो इट इज आत्मनिर्भर भारत, इट इज विश्व बंधु भारत, इट इज सबका साथ, सबका विश्वास एंड सबका प्रयास वाला भारत। और इसके नतीजों के फायदे क्या होंगे कि गगनयान जो हमारा प्रमुख रहेगा। मैं अब समाप्त करने वाला हूं, मुझे लगा कि शायद विपक्ष वाले बोलेंगे नहीं तो शायद मैं इनकी तरफ से भी बोल दूं, लेकिन अध्यक्ष जी का इशारा आया है। बहरहाल इसमें हमारी इंटरनेशनल कोलैबोरेशंस को अपस्केलिंग में मिलेगा, क्योंकि दुनिया को हमारी क्षमताओं का अनुमान हुआ है। हमारी बहुत सारी डॉकिंग अनडॉकिंग की कैपेबिलिटीज है, जब हमारा अपना इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन होगा उसके लिए काम आएंगे। हमारी लाइफ साइंसेज और प्लांट साइंसेज की जो प्रयोग सुभाषु ने किए हैं उनका धरती में भी इस्तेमाल होगा। मैं अपनी बात समाप्त करने से पहले मैं केवल ये कहूँ, कोई बात नहीं, मैं समाप्त करने से पहले केवल ये कहूँगा कि आने वाले समय में ये एक बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण साल हमारा इसलिए लगा कि 2024 का समापन हुआ था स्पेडेक्स मिशन के साथ डॉकिंग अनडॉकिंग, और 2025 का आगाज़ हुआ नेविक जो हमारी नेविगेशन मिशन थी। और अभी हाल ही में हमारा इसी सत्र के दौरान नाइसर का एक लॉन्च रहा है, जो हर 12 दिन के बाद धरती के चित्र खींचेगा एक मिनट तक। 2026 में हमारा वायु मित्र फाइनल रिहर्सल होगा। 2027 में पहला मानव हिंदुस्तानी अंतरिक्ष में जाएगा, गगनयान। 2035 में भारतीय अंतरिक्ष स्टेशन, और 2040 में एक भारतीय चांद की धरती पर कदम रखेगा। और इसलिए मैं ये कहते हुए यकीन भी है और गर्व भी कि मोदी जी के संकल्प के विकसित भारत की सिद्धि 2047 से होने से कुछ साल पहले ही एक भारतीय चांद की धरती पर पहुंच करके विकसित भारत की घोषणा अंतरिक्ष में चांद पर करने वाला है। He will herald
Pakistan's participation in the Men's Asia Cup hockey tournament set to begin on August 29 in Rajgir, Bihar remains uncertain due to security concern. Despite India's assurance on providing visas, the Pakistan Hockey Federation has resisted to confirm travel. Organizers have approached Bangladesh as a possible replacement, with Hockey India saying a final decision will be made within 48 hours. The tournament serves as a qualifier for the 2026 World Cup. Prime Minister Narendra Modi warmly welcomed Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla, the first Indian astronaut to travel to the International Space Station, at his residence on Monday. Shukla, part of the Asian 4 commercial mission from June 25 to July 15, gifted Modi the mission patch and shared stunning photos taken from space. The Lucknow-born astronaut, who returned to India on Sunday, conducted over 60 experiments and 20 outreach sessions alongside astronauts from the US, Poland and Hungary during the 18 days mission. Top West Indian women cricketers, led by head coach Mary C, are attending a specialized 2-week training camp at the Chennai Super Kings Academy as part of the Cricket West Indies Indian Development Program. The camp, running from August 13 to 30, focus on skill improvement against spin, technical refinement, mental conditions and cultural adaptations. The squad included senior international and under-19 players, supported by world-class coaches and facilities. Rajasthan police arrested Lakshmi Devi on Tuesday for allegedly killing her husband with the help of her lover. The body was found decomposing in a drum at the lover's house after neighbors complained of a foul smell. While the woman claimed the murder happened during a fight, police believe it was planned after the husband discovered the affair.
क्या किया था?
बस ऐसे लड़ाई हो रही थी धोखा से।
किस बात पे लड़ाई हुई थी?
ऐसे वो मुझे मार रहे थे और ये छुड़ाने आए थे, दोनों की होने लगी पटका ऐसे धोखा।
ड्रम का आइडिया कहाँ से आया? ड्रम में डाल देते हैं, पता नहीं चलेगा।
नहीं, डर के मारे ये घबरा गए थे।
जितेंद्र कब से जानती हो?
जब से बनते थे आई
नीचे तो तुमने ये ऐसा किया तो क्या वो दिक्कत कर रहा था, परेशान कर रहा था?
मारता तोड़ता था।
सूचना जो है 17 तारीख को आई 3 बजे के करीब। जो मिथिलेश शर्मा जी हैं, जो आरोपी है, उनकी माताजी की तरफ से कि घर में एक नीला ड्रम रखा है और उसमें बहुत तेज बदबू आ रही है। वो सूचना के ऊपर जो है पुलिस मौके पे गई और जब उन्होंने देखा तो नीले ड्रम में एक पुरुष की लाश मिली जो डीके हो चुकी थी काफ़ी ज़्यादा और उसमें से बदबू आ रही थी। तो मामला सारा यहाँ से इस रिपोर्टिंग से चालू होता है। फिर इन्वेस्टिगेशन में पाया गया कि जो मृतक है उसकी पत्नी और पत्नी का बॉयफ्रेंड, ये दोनों इसके अंदर जो है मेन अभियुक्त हैं और इन दोनों को कल 18 तारीख को पुलिस के द्वारा अरेस्ट कर लिया गया। जो कहानी है वो इस प्रकार है कि ये मृतक और उसकी पत्नी एक ईंट का जो भट्टा है सूर्या भट्टा के नाम से भिंडूसी के अंदर, वहाँ पे मजदूरी करते थे। और उसी भट्टे पे जो आरोपी है जितेंद्र शर्मा, वो वहाँ पे मुनीम का काम करता है। तो वहाँ इन दोनों का संपर्क हुआ, जो लक्ष्मी देवी हैं और उनका जो बॉयफ्रेंड है जितेंद्र, तो संपर्क हुआ। फिर बात होती गई करीब 3-4 महीने तक। पिछले 1.5 महीने पहले जितेंद्र शर्मा ने इन दोनों को अपने घर में किराए पे रखा, जो कि किशनगढ़ बास में घर था इनका। और ये जो है काफ़ी पार्टी, ऐसा प्राथमिक जो अनुसंधान है उसमें ये सामने आया है कि ये तीनों ही लोग जो हैं वो अक्सर पार्टी किया करते थे और साथ में बैठ के दारू भी पिया करते थे। अब ये जैसे जैसे अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन खुलता जा रहा है, ये सामने आया है कि जो वाइफ है और उसका बॉयफ्रेंड है, उन दोनों के जो भी लीगल या अफेयर था उसकी जो खबर है वो पति के पास चली गई और उसी से नाराज होके या फिर उसको ठिकाने लगाने के लिए लक्ष्मी देवी और उसके बॉयफ्रेंड जितेंद्र ने हंसराज को मार के और नीले रंग के डब्बे में, नीले रंग के कंटेनर।
Bhutan will host one of the largest spiritual gatherings. The Global Peace Prayer Festivals aim to promoting global peace amid rising conflict. Key events include the Jabzi Gyab ritual, non-sectarian Vajrayana peace prayers, public blessings, and a 3-day culture empowerment led by His Holiness the J.E. Khenpo. The festival will also feature exhibitions on seminars and Kala Chakra philosophy. Distinguished Buddhist leaders from the Theravada, Mahayana, and Vajrayana traditions worldwide are invited. Ceremonies will be live streamed with multilingual translation. A cloudburst in Lak Valley, Himachal Pradesh, Kulu district caused a rise in Sarvari river water levels, damaging road and a bridge near Budna temple. This was disrupted drinking water and electricity supplies in several areas, while some houses and shops suffered damage. No casualties have been reported. Residents were safely relocated overnight amid heavy rain.
आप देख सकते हैं किस तरह से बीते कल से जो लगातार बारिश हो रही थी और काफी नुकसान जो है आज हम सुबह देख रहे हैं। आज मंगलवार है और आज काफी नुकसान हुआ है क्योंकि सरवरी खटका में जो है पानी काफी ज्यादा बढ़ गया है और इससे नुकसान भी हुआ है। लेकिन घरों को इतना नुकसान नहीं हुआ है, जानी नुकसान भी तो नहीं हुआ है। लेकिन यहाँ भूतनाथ पुल के पास जो है सड़क में दरारें आ गई थी, वह भी आधी सड़क टूट चुकी है और पानी का बहाव बहुत ज्यादा है यहाँ पे सरवरी नाले में। और यहाँ छोटी छोटी जो 2 पुलिया थी वह भी पानी में बह गई है। इसके अलावा लगवैली साइड जो थोड़े नुकसान हुआ है, वार्ड नंबर 7 में भी काफी नुकसान हुआ है क्योंकि बिल्कुल सरवरी नाले के पीछे लोगों के काफी घर हैं। हालांकि वहां भी हम लोग गए थे, वहां लोगों का कहना था कि पानी का बहाव बहुत ज्यादा आ गया था और लोग रात को जो है करीब 2 बजे जो है सुरक्षित स्थानों पे चले गए थे। बहुत से लोग जो है गाड़ियों में उन्होंने रात बिताई है क्योंकि पूरी रात जो है अगर मैं कहूँ तो कुल्लू के लोग जो हैं पूरी रात नहीं सोए होंगे क्योंकि बादलों की आवाज भी बहुत ज्यादा थी और बारिश का जो है बहुत तेज थी जिस कारण से लोग डरे हुए थे।
बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान हो गया सर, रास्ते, पुल, रोड सारे टूट गए, बहुत ही बुरा हाल है। पीछे भी जो नुकसान हुआ उससे भी हमारा बहुत नुकसान हुआ। घर में जैसे खेत खलिहान तो बहुत ही, बगीचे, बाग, हर एक। और चलो जान माल का तो उतना ज्यादा नुकसान नहीं हुआ, लेकिन रोड का सबसे बड़ा, और सेबों के हमारा बगीचे बहुत ही बह गए, बहुत ही बुरा हाल है।
जैसे कि इस बार की बारिश ने बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान किया और हमारे जो बागवान भाई है उनको बहुत ज़्यादा उसका नुकसान हुआ। हमारे सेब की गाड़ियाँ और यातायात फंस चुके हैं और बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान लगवली में भी हुआ। इसके कारण हमारे जो भी बागवान
UN reported a record of 383 aid workers killed in conflict zone in 2024, with nearly half of the deaths occurring in Gaza amid the Israel-Hamas war. Attacks on humanitarian workers rose sharply, with 599 major incidents reported UP up from 420 last year. UN humanitarian chief called the killings a shameful indictment of global inactions. Gaza saw over 180 deaths, Sudan 60, and the deadliest attack was in Rafah, where 15 medics were killed by Israeli fire. Hamas has agreed to a new Arab-mediated ceasefire proposal in Gaza as the Palestinian death toll surpasses 62,000, with women and children comprising about half of the casualties, according to Gaza's health minister. Nearly 2,000 people have died while seeking aid. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, however, remains firm on continuing the war until all hostages are freed and Hamas is disarmed. He announced plans to reoccupy Gaza City and other areas, rising fear of worsening famine. Egypt and Qatar are meditating for a 60-day truce, potentially enabling the release in some of the 50 remaining hostages. US President Donald Trump has announced plans for a face-to-face meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to seek an end to the war in Ukraine. Trump also begged European-led security guarantee to prevent further Russia aggression, an outcome praised by French President Macron as a key result of recent White House talk. German Chancellor Frederick called for an immediate ceasefire and urged that the next meeting be a trilateral one. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky publicly thanked US First Lady Melania Trump for her support regarding the abduction of Ukrainian children by Russia, calling it one of the war's most painful issues. Zelensky said at least 20,000 children have been taken since the invasion, describing it as a humanitarian tragedy of broken families. He conveyed a letter of gratitude from Ukraine's First Lady Olena Zelensky to Melania via President Donald Trump. Zelensky vowed to continue effort to bring home abducted children, prisoners of war, and civilians held by Russia, pushing for an all-for-all prisoners exchange as part of the lasting peace. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and US President Donald Trump expressed optimism on Monday that high-level talks at the White House with European leaders could pave the way for trilateral negotiations with Russia President Vladimir Putin to end the war in Ukraine. Trump voiced support for European-led security guaranteed for Ukraine but stopped short to committing US troops, suggesting instead a NATO-like security presence with details to be discussed in the upcoming meeting with EU leaders. "I think it's better important to get a deal once," Trump said.
Well, we're going to work with Ukraine, we're going to work with everybody, and we're going to make sure that if there's peace, the peace is going to stay long-term. This is very long-term. We're not talking about a 2-year peace and then we end up in this mess again. We're going to make sure that everything's good. We'll work with Russia, we're going to work with Ukraine, and we're going to make sure it works. And I think if we can get to peace, it's going to work. I have no doubt about it.
Your team has talked about security guarantees. Could that involve U.S. troops? Would you roll that out in the future?
We'll let you know that maybe later today. We're meeting with 7 great leaders of great countries also, and we'll be talking about that. They'll all be involved, but there'll be a lot of help. When it comes to security, there's going to be a lot of help. It's going to be good. They are first line of defense because they're there. They're Europe.
That is all for the Nltv English Primetime. For more news and updates, keep watching Nltv.